Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I've got a brand new coffee. Hang on. That is an absolutely wonderful cup of coffee. I picked this up at my local Heinen's grocery store. From Erie Island Coffee Company, Perry's Brew. This is a wonderful balance of bold and smooth. Really, really terrific coffee. I really like it. They started on Kelly's Island. Now, these are islands out in Lake Erie off the coast of Ohio. Put-in Bay, Kelly's Island, really big tourist destination during the summer. And I'm assuming it's named after Commodore Perry. Now, if you go to Put-in Bay, they have this wonderful monument called Perry's Monument. It's a peace memorial. It was built and dedicated, I think, in 1913, 100 years after the War of 1812. So it was like built in 1912, 1913, somewhere in there. And it is a beautiful, beautiful monument. I will link some information there for you. It says here the world's most massive Doric column was constructed in Put-in Bay, Ohio by a multi-state commission from 1912 to 1915 to inculcate the lessons of international peace by arbitration and disarmament. Beneath the stone floor of the monument lie the remains of 3 American officers and 3 British officers. It really is an awesome, awesome monument and memorial to see. It really is. I've been there. I've gone to the top of it. It really is wonderful. So if you're ever in Ohio and you're looking for something to do, Put-in Bay. You can take the Jet Express from the Sandusky area right across Lake Erie out to the islands and spend a wonderful day there. It really is. But you know what? Plan ahead and make reservations because it really is a top destination here in the Northeast Ohio or the Northern Ohio, the North Coast area, as we like to say. And as I say, Erie Island Coffee, they started over there in Kelly's Island and in 2008, and it's a wonderful, wonderful coffee. So if you're ever in Ohio and you're going through Heinen's and you want to pick up a coffee native to this state, check them out. Erie Island Coffee Company, Perry's Brew. This is absolutely wonderful. This is a really wonderful coffee. This coffee is bold with French and Italian roasted beans from several of the world's top growing regions. Brazilian beans roasted to an Italian roast add a smoky quality to the blend. The rest of the blend adds complexity, richness, and acidity for balance. It really is a terrific coffee. And we are using my Ohio coffee mug. Yeah, if I'm going to have an Ohio coffee, got to use the Ohio coffee mug that I received from my niece Kelly. So, hey, we're all, gee whiz, we're primed and ready to go this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Hey, if you're taking me on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate it. We have a lot of content this morning. I know I say this every week, but I'm going through my notes. I'm thinking, wow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it all in. Might have to have some things overlap for next week. We'll see. But let's get things going. Let's get it all underway as we do every week with a morning shaving tip. Okay, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Awhagen28. And he writes, "Hey Mark, great channel. I just want to start by saying I started my wet shaving journey by accident. Looking for better body soaps, I came across PAA, Phoenix Shaving, back in June of 2021, and down the rabbit hole I went. My Shavng Den is a work in progress, as is everyone's in the wet shaving community. Anyway, a tip that's not wet shave, but still a tip. I'm also in Northeast Ohio, and the cold dries out my skin. I am also using the Galactic Shea Butter by PAA. So here's the tip. Buy any of PAA's dry cologne with the travel jar you like and scoop out a 4-to-1 ratio, shea butter to cologne, and mix it up and put it in your travel jar. Now you have a scented, on-the-go, moisturizing balm. Hey, that's an absolutely great tip. I've never tried the dry cologne, but as you know, I'm a big fan of the shea butter and I've talked about it. So now I have a reason to try the dry cologne because I have mixed some other balms with this, kind of like after I've applied this or after I've applied a balm to my head. And I'm really interested in trying this now and getting the travel jar. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing this. And hopefully might even incorporate it into a review because this is really a very, very good moisturizing product, very cost effective. And it really has, this winter has been cold and it really has been saving my fingertips here. I was talking about how my thumb cracks over here, my fingers crack over here. I've been using this and so far, so good. It really is very, very effective. But now to have this with that scent from a dry cologne, yeah, gives me an excuse to throw something else into my cart when I'm up on Phoenix Shaving placing an order. So thanks very much for that, Hagen 28. Really do appreciate it. And to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And as I mention every week, if you too would like an original signed George sketch, all you got to do is email me a shaving tip at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it in this shaving tip segment, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So thanks again for that tip, Hagen 28. Really do appreciate it. Okay, we got some Shaving Den photos from viewers. The first set comes from viewer Hagen 28. Now, he just contributed the shaving tip, and at the end of his email to me, he wrote, "And at the end of this message, I'll include some pictures of my Shavng Den and PAA collection." Yeah, I went off the deep end right into PAA. You most certainly did. When I first saw these photos, I thought, yeah, the Shavng Den accurately described a work in progress. But then when I saw the PAA collections, I thought, wow, that is absolutely awesome. You certainly did go down the rabbit hole. He later followed up with another email saying, "Good morning, Mark. Here's most of my collection. I only left out the bar soap and shampoo pucks. My collection grows faster than the growth I shave off. Ha ha." Again, it's an awesome collection, and thanks so much for sharing it. I really appreciate that. I know a lot of viewers appreciate that. I would say if you're looking for a PAA shave soap, just do a freeze frame and check out his collection and see what he has that maybe you want to try. That's a real good way of doing it. But you got some great, great soaps there and some great, great shaving gear. So good for you. Thanks very much for sharing it. Really do appreciate it. Hagen 28. We also have another set of Shaving Den photos from viewer James Gazda, also known as Jim from Northfield. Jim has been a very generous supporter of the channel and very happy to share these Shaving Den photos of his with all the viewers in the wet shaving community. He writes, "This is the result when you start a shave den." I love the shelving though. I really love the shelving. I love how you have the razors hanging up there. Really very, very nice and orderly. Love that. I really do. Fantastic look to the shave den. And yeah, it's just, it becomes kind of like a pastime and a passion. I've got to get some shelving like that and some cabinetry like you have and kind of figure out where it's going to go in my shave den. That's one of my goals. I really want to do something like that. So yeah, your photos have given me some inspiration and ideas in what direction I can go in. So thanks very much for that, Jim. I really do appreciate it. He also adds here, one more thing. Anyone who indicates traditional wet shaving is expensive, this is my response. The complete shave for only $4 plus tax. Try and beat that. Pre-shave oil, shave cream, aftershave balm and splash, razor and blades, and even a shave brush. Have a great evening. Yeah, that's a great deal. And yes, you can get into the traditional wet shave for as little as $4 plus tax, $4 or $5. And you can even spend a little more, but under $20, between $15 and $20, you can do it. Yeah, you can absolutely get into the traditional wet shave at those price points. So thanks very much for that reminder, Jim, and that evidence, that photo evidence. Really do appreciate it. And again, thanks so much for sharing your Shavng Den photos with the viewers and the wet shaving community. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, we're off to a great start. And you know what? Before I go any further, I got to mention to you, I got a message from my nephew, Mike, and he said, "Hey, Uncle Mark, your channel's at 7,000 subscribers." And sure enough, we're at 7,000 subscribers, and I'm very, very thankful, grateful to all the viewers out there. Thanks for sharing and commenting and subscribing. I really do appreciate that. So this week, we're going to be doing a giveaway to celebrate 7,000 subscribers. So look for that sometime this week. I've got some great giveaway items all lined up. So look forward to that. Without any further ado, let's go back for a refill. Okay, we got some great comments in this morning's refill. A lot of them, or most of them, have to do with cleaning a razor after a shave. We talked about this last week because somebody asked a question about cleaning a razor. Should you dip it in alcohol, that sort of thing. I shared my routine, but a lot of viewers commented on that, and I want to share some of their comments and routines with you now. I think it'd be very, very helpful. Leslie Fitzer, viewer Leslie Fitzer wrote, "Hi, Mark. I always clean my razors after each shave. Love Nacet blades." Yeah, we were also talking about the Nacet blades. And yeah, got some really nice comments about these as well. Anyhow, he writes, "Love Nacet blades. Quick update on Tabac non-tallow. I was going to shave with tallow version, then at the last minute decided to use the non-tallow without any comparison. It lathered okay, but there was something missing. It was just a shave. One of my favorite shaves is Tabac applied with my Samog 830, but the non-tallow just doesn't have the same luxury feel. Your mileage may vary. Keep well and keep safe." Yeah, that's right. That's why I included Leslie's comment, because he did give us another update on the non-tallow version of Tabac. Thanks very much for that, Leslie. Really do appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your razor cleaning routine as well. Viewer Mike H. wrote, "Hi, Mark. Great Monday morning mailbag. Thank you as always. My post-shave routine for my razor is pretty simple and straightforward. I remove the blade, give it a good rinse under hot water, and carefully pat it dry. It will sit on a small shelf over the sink until the next day. Most of my razors are 3-piece, so each piece is rinsed under hot water and dried. They also stay on the same shelf as the blade, unassembled until the next day. This seems to take care of the razors and keep them in good shape. I haven't seen the need to use additional disinfectants. I've never had a rash or a skin problem along the way, but I also need to say that I never shower shave either. I have to say that the Gillette Nacet blades are my #1 go-to blade, bar none. They have been for the last 4 years. If the blade police arrived at my door and said I could keep only one brand of blades, I would give them everything else that I have accumulated over the years and gladly keep just the Nacets, all 1,200 of them." Wow. "And I would be a happy guy. I hope you have a great week ahead. Be safe and be well. All the best, Mark." Hey, Mike, thanks very much for sharing the routine. And yeah, Nacet blades definitely have a fan in you, no doubt about it. Christopher Hutchings wrote, "Great Monday morning mailbag as always." Thank you, Christopher. Really appreciate that. "My cleaning routine is as follows. After a shave, I rinse the razor under hot water, then remove the blade, rinse off, and let air dry before putting back into its wrapper for the next use. 2- and 3-piece razors are disassembled, cleaned thoroughly using a soft brush, and then dried with a soft cloth. Twist-to-opens are cleaned with a soft brush and dried. All razor heads are then rinsed in rubbing alcohol before being placed on the razor stand along with the brush to dry for 24 hours. Regarding Nacet blades, I love them. I find them to be very sharp but smooth. For me, they work great with milder razors. Cheers, Chris. Hey, Chris, thanks very much. Yeah, and again, a lot of the cleaning routines of the razors have to do with the twist to open. It varies from shaver to shaver, but twist to open like the Vikings Blade Meiji here. This is kind of easy to clean. I've just opened them up, rinse this under hot water, and dry it out. That's kind of in my routine. Or a 3-piece razor like the Ascension razor here, the stainless steel Ascension razor from Phoenix Shaving. 3 pieces like that. And of course, this has that new bomb tip handle where you can swap out the bomb tip for different colored bomb tips. Here, I'll show you that again real quickly, just in case you missed it last week like that. Yeah, that is terrific. So yeah, so when we talk about the cleaning routine, we're talking about twist to opens, 3-piece. It's going to vary from wet shaver to wet shaver. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Glenn T wrote, "Hey Mark, another great Monday morning mailbag. You asked people on last week's Monday morning mailbag when they fit using witch hazel into their shave routine. Well, I always use witch hazel right after I use the alum block every time I shave. Then I fan my face with a small paper plate in between each thing I apply to my face. I fan my face till it's dry, then I use a balm, then fan till it's dry, then I use an aftershave every time I shave and let that dry on its own. I see a lot of wet shavers use the aftershave before the balm, but I myself prefer to put the aftershave on last so the smell stays longer. To me, it seems putting the balm on last covers up the smell of the aftershave and leaves the smell of the balm instead." Yeah, Glenn, I'm going to consider doing that myself. However, the balm for me is just upstairs, and I try to use the same scented balm that is the aftershave, so both of those things cooperate with one another. So if I buy a particular shaving soap from Phoenix Shaving or Sterling, I try to match it also with the aftershave and the balm in the same scent, so that everything is consistent. But yeah, thanks very much. I may do that. I may put the balm on and the aftershave if I'm applying to my face. Thanks very much for that. Really do appreciate that, Glenn. Alfred Spencer wrote, "Morning, Mark. Another great Monday morning mailbag. Reference to cleaning. I only have 3 razors and all are butterfly opening. After every shave, I remove the blade and pat dry. I open the doors and under hot running water, I use a soft old toothbrush to clean all nooks and crannies. I finish with towel drying, put blade back in and hang on my razor stand. The toothbrush is the key to longevity. In my younger years, I ruined a few, what are now referred to as vintage Gillettes because I failed to keep them clean. As the old saying goes, wish I knew then what I know now. Hope this helps." Yeah, very helpful, Alfred. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, cleaning routine. I'm cleaning my razor after every single shave, and my routine is pretty much in line with everyone else is suggesting here. Viewer Readyland said, "Hey Mark, for my post-shave routine, I simply leave the blade in the razor, rinse my razor in water, and then submerge it in alcohol for a second or two. This method has worked well for me. I feel the alcohol takes care of any bugs and also speeds up the drying process. I change blades after 2 to 3 shaves, and I do not notice any buildup or staining on them. I really enjoy your Monday morning videos." Thank you very much, Readyland. I really do appreciate that. And thank you for sharing your razor cleaning routine with us. Really do appreciate that. Camille Selazan wrote, "I clean my razor after each use under hot water. I always remove the blade till next shave and never leave the blade in my razor. If I use a 3-piece razor, I remove the blade, disassemble it, wash under hot water, sometimes using cotton swab if the soap leaves a lot of residue, like Parasso White for sensitive skin. After that, I pat it dry using towel and assemble it loosely and leave it to dry completely. Similarly, I'm doing with the twist to open. I open the doors, remove the blade, and wash it under hot water, except I'm not using cotton swab, rather using a small straw cleaner brush to clean all the inaccessible places. After that, I do not close the doors, letting razor to dry completely. I don't close the doors either after I clean my twist open razor. I just leave the doors open and put it on my razor stand. Yeah, I'm in the same ballpark with you on that. I also use alum block in my shaving routine. It lets me judge how good the shave was. And of course, it's antiseptic after all. Regarding vintage Gillette razors, unfortunately, I own only a Black Beauty and Slim Adjustable. Maybe someday I will get my hands on a Fat Boy. I find the Black Beauty to be milder than the Slim Adjustable. I also have a little comparison to a Soviet clone on the Black Beauty. They are as good as the original, if not better, actually. Thank you for another great video. Yeah, you know what? We're talking about this. Camille and I are talking about this. And thank you very much for the input on the Black Beauty and the Vintage Slim, because I was asking which one. I found the Black Beauty to be milder than the Slim, and I was wondering if anybody else had that, it compared them the same way. I thought that the Slim was the more efficient, more aggressive, followed by the Fat Boy, followed by the Black Beauty. Now, Camille is telling me that the Soviet Union actually made a clone of the Black Beauty razor. So he's going to collect some more information and share that with us. Really, really excited about hearing about that. So thank you very much, Camille. Really do appreciate that. EMZ Jester wrote, just started using the Nacet a couple of weeks ago, and I love them. Sharp and smooth. Another vote for the Nacet blades. And Ronnie Yates wrote, I rinse off the blade and razor, then I have a spray bottle with soapy water, dish soap like Dawn, and use a soft old toothbrush to quickly, lightly scrub the razor. Then I use a microfiber cloth to dry, and it's left unassembled to the next day. Blade was just rinsed and shaken and left to dry next day. The soap gets the soapy film off. I also rinse the razor under the tap within the shave, and notice it's cleaner than swishing in basin. Nacet is my top sharp blade, sharper to me than all the others mentioned by the viewer. Wonder if they are a steep shaver. I don't know what a steep shaver is. S-T-E-E-P shaver. Maybe using a steeper angle to the razor approach. I'm not sure. If you see this, please clarify that. Or if anybody knows what he means, let me know. Smoother than feather, although I use feather in mild razors. I've done that too. Fantastic show with great content. Your format is unique. Keep it up. I like how you involve the viewers' content. I just received my 6S, a Rockwell 6S, and got it before it went up $20 today. We talked about the price increase last week. I hope you grabbed a Rockwell before that price increase on February 1st. I read on a forum yesterday that blade gaps are slightly more aggressive on Slim versus Fat Boy, and they were listed. Yeah, thanks for confirming that. Slim's a little more aggressive than the Fat Boy. That was what I felt, what my experience has been. So thanks very much for that, Ronnie. Really, really do appreciate it. Okay. Oh, you know what? I got two more. Let's just do two more right here. James Taylor said, I used to watch Nick shaves, and he showed how he always dipped his razors in alcohol after using. I started doing that and have done that for several years now. I rinse with water, loosen the razor with the blade still in it, and dip it in a small container with alcohol. Then take it apart, wipe it all off, take the blade out, and wipe it off before reassembling it and hanging it up loosely screwed together. Have never had any problems. Thanks very much for that, James. Really do appreciate that. And viewer Charles K. wrote, Bravo, Mark. As a relatively new subscriber, this was my first start-to-finish Monday morning mailbag. Interesting indeed, and I watched it in spurts through the day. Instructive, lots of fun, and smiles as well. I especially like the discussion about how we clean our respective razors following a shave. Here's a tip based upon my personal experience, which has worked nicely for me. I concur with almost everyone that cleaning the razor after each shave is a must. I remove the blade and disassemble the razor into its component parts in order to clean each one separately. Then, using a soft toothbrush, soft is the main requirement, with a relatively small head, I add a few drops of Dawn dish soap. Ultra is my preferred version, the one with the picture of the duck on the bottle, and gently clean each part separately with warm water. Rinse thoroughly and place the parts on a towel to dry, doing a bit of the drying myself before. Careful not to over-torque the process. I do the same with the blade, laying it on the flat surface and use the same brush and soap to gently clean both sides, taking care not to scrub the blade because I do not want to scrub off any coating which might be on the blade, platinum, chrome, etc. I then put the blade back into its wrapper using some process to ensure that the blade is flipped after each use. That's it, really. The toothbrush and soap idea did not originate with me. Some years ago, I saw an early Matt Pisarcik YouTube video, Razor Emporium, where he used a toothbrush to clean a razor. Please know this has been my cleaning protocol for the 9 years since returning to wet shaving. In my experience, this process does not damage the finish on any of my razors and actually seems to brighten up the finish. As always, with my compliments, thanks and kindest regards, Charles K. I hope I didn't rush through that, Charles. That's absolutely awesome. You know what? If there was a way I could take some of these and post them and pin them, I will underneath here. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll take Charles and a few others and pin those, or maybe all of them, and just pin them right there and just say, hey, here's some of the cleaning routines, so you can actually read them and go through them, because these are some of the ones that I collected that were very, very good. A lot of others, not enough time to share all of them, but hopefully maybe we'll do that down the road in more refills, in future refill segments, share some of the other cleaning routines from some other viewers. But thanks very much, guys. This has really been an education. Thank you very, very much. And I'm sure the other wet shavers, the viewers, wet shaving community really appreciate hearing your cleaning routines. It's going to help them as well. So thanks again. Really do appreciate it. We got a lot of great items this week, so let's check out some new shaving gear. Well, as I said, we got a lot of great items this week. Really, really terrific. We're going to kick it off with something from Phoenix Shaving, the Lather Lid. This is a new product launch. The Lather Lid is for travel. If you're going to take your favorite soap puck, all you have to do is remove the lid, take the lather lid, and screw that on top. Now you have kind of like a shaving bowl with agitators built into that lid. Now I've got one coming, so I'll be reviewing it and using it, that sort of thing. But it's really a neat idea because it's a little bit taller than a regular lid, and it has these agitators in it so that you can actually build a lather right in there. And as they say on the product page, the lather lid rocks in the fact that it only adds millimeters in height to the shave soap tub you are already bringing with you. The agitator vents work far better than using your opposite hand, and even better than your average on-the-go face lather, if you ask me. And once again, it's designed to be compact. Yeah, this is something that, you know, they already have this terrific, terrific travel scuttle right here. But if you want to save even a little more space and just take one brand of shave soap and a nice tub with you, this is a great solution because everything is built into the lid. The lid is kind of like your travel shaving bowl. So all you do is, if this were the lather lid, all you do is just screw it on there, take it off, and then scoop some soap out, put it in there, work it up a lather because it has agitators and that sort of thing in there, and you're all set to go. Really a neat idea. And as I say, I've got one coming and I'll be reviewing it. And yeah, and it's at a really, really nice price point too. So really looking forward to using and reviewing that. And yes, if you did see, I've got Coconut Bay with lime. Yeah. Brand new. I'll be using and reviewing this too as well. Also from Phoenix Shaving, Shave Tunes, Shave Station, metal Bluetooth speaker, and wireless charging pad. Less than $45, $44.95. And as they write on the product page, our Shave Tunes Shave Station is equipped with Bluetooth version 4.2, a 33-foot connection range, and a 3-watt output. This aluminum-bodied personalized Bluetooth speaker delivers crystal clear sound, perfect for accompanying your next shave. Yeah, we talked about this. Do you play something in the background, or is it just you and the shave? Well, for those of you who like to listen to music, like to listen to news and talk show, or whatever tunes you have on your Android or iPhone, this speaker will be a really, really nice solution for that. You can put this in your shaving den and just turn your phone on and pair it up, and you're good to go. So that really is kind of a neat, another neat offering from Phoenix Shaving for those of you who like to have something accompanying your shave. Also, this is something I did receive. I've already taken it for a test drive. It's wonderful, and I hope to be reviewing it here in the next couple of days. You've seen me talk about the Travel Scuttle. I like this a lot. Well, I purchased and received Phoenix Shaving Dreamscape Scuttle. Look at that. Look at the size of that compared to the Travel Scuttle. Yeah, this is really generously sized. It really is. And of course, it has a real cork here. And it is handmade and hand glazed. It has a very generous handle. And I have found, and also has these vents. They're raised. And they're raised so it really generates a nice lather very, very quickly. I have found that this is so large. It's about 5 inches in diameter here and about 3 inches in depth. So you have plenty of room to work with it. But I have found that really the way you have to use this is to set it on the counter and secure it by holding the handle here. Set it on the counter, secure it by holding it in the handle here, and then actually taking your brush and working up the lather on the counter. Don't try to hold it in your hand. I mean, you can do it if you want to, this way or this way, but the added water, adds a little bit of weight. And I have found that it works just fine if you just place it on the counter and build a ladder that way. So I want to do a review of it, so I'm trying to figure out how to maybe set up a second camera and actually show that lathering action while it sits on the counter like that. Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. This is not for travel. This is something you're going to want to keep in your shaving den. And I believe it's less than $45. Yeah, it's less than $40. Yeah, so some of the highlights of it here, I have it right here. Handmade and hand glazed. Wide, 5-inch mouth, deep 3-inch bowl. No more side logo. The logo is on the bottom. Okay, yeah, let's get it there like that. Okay, raised vertical ridges, not dig. So these are raised. Rustic ceramic design, very, very nice. 18-ounce capacity. Real solid cork included. Ready for the best part? It's under $40. Yeah, so this is really, really nice. And yeah, they're going fast. If you want one, I'll have a link below. And it is absolutely terrific. I didn't think that I would want another scuttle because I really enjoy using the Travel Scuttle. And the Travel Scuttle I can hold in my hand and build a lather and that sort of thing. And it's terrific. I really like it a lot. Plus, you can microwave the water in there if you want to. And it's, I believe it's ABS. It's terrific. It really is. Very, very lightweight. But, again, it's for travel. Boy, this is, I've had one shave with this, and I absolutely love it. You've heard me talk about the brush scuttle and how much I like the brush scuttle because I'm a face latherer. Yes, I like the brush scuttle a lot. But my goodness, I mean, this is really, really wonderful. I really enjoyed the lather that I was able to build. Boom lather right here before it went to my face. Really, really terrific. So that's the Dreamscape Scuttle. Wanted to mention that to you. Thomas Beaton, viewer Thomas Beaton wrote to me. He says, "Hey, Mark, just watched your bee shave." If you saw that video, everything was around the letter B. Just watched your bee shave. Great idea. I've had my new Yaqi adjustable for a month now, and I love it. Just messaging with some new info for the new shaving gear segment of Monday Morning Mailbag. Yaqi has released the adjustable with a gunmetal finished handle. Looks even more like a Gibbs now. At $37 Canadian, it's not the most affordable adjustable, but it's certainly not the most expensive. I find the construction is quite good, chrome plating is really nice, and the blade balance and alignment is spot on. Great purchase if you ask me. Take care. And he also provided a link. I will provide the link below. It is a very, very good looking razor. No doubt about it. Yaqi adjustable safety razor. This came from a gentleman named Mark Denton and Denton Majik Shave Soaps. We'll be reviewing this. This is a really, really terrific scent from Denton Majik Kusafiri Shave Soap. Check out that artwork. How awesome is that? And here's another nice touch. When you open it up, he's got a coin in there, a plastic coin in there, so you can scoop out the shave soap and put it into, a scuttle and build a lather. Kusafiri is an homage to Ralph Lauren's Safari for Men. Top notes are lavender, bergamot, aldehydes, coriander, green notes, artemisia, neroli, and lemon. Middle notes are tarragon, carnation, cinnamon, jasmine, rose, and cyclamen. Base notes are leather, oak moss, sandalwood, musk, cedar, patchouli, and amber. Yes, this is a very multi-layered scent, very complex, but very rewarding, very masculine. I'm getting a lot of the base notes there, but I'm also getting those top notes as well. It's a really nice, intricate, complex scent, and I am looking forward to using this. Now, lathering recommendation, they say this is a fairly thirsty soap. I would recommend bowl lathering. Scoop out a small amount of soap and press it into the bottom of your bowl. Shake off excess water from your brush. Keep a light trickle of water flowing from your faucet. Start to swirl your brush on the soap in your bowl. Soap and initial moisture from your brush should start to form a pasty consistency. Run your brush under the light trickle of water and shake off excess water. Go back to the bowl and keep swirling and mixing the soap and water. Repeat steps 4 and 5 until you are creating a thick, yogurty, creamy lather. Those are great instructions for bowl lathering. Thank you very much, Mark. Really do appreciate it. And thank you for sending along the shave soap. We will be reviewing this. Yeah, Kusafiri, and I will have a link below for that if you're interested. Rodney Ripplinger checked in and said, update on Nivea soap from Walmart. I thought I would give the Nivea cream a try this morning. I decided to bowl lather it. What it is like a slippery cream hand soap. Smells very good, much like their balm product. I used a little more than I would have used with a La Toja or Parasso creams because I wasn't sure what I would get using a brush. I started with a damp bowl and a damp brush, adding a misting of water a couple of times during the process. Wow, was this easy to lather, and lots too. Not wanting to waste it, I did a 5-pass shave. Wow, I like this as well as any of the other creams I have. Anyhow, he says, I really like this stuff. Easy to use. You get a lot, 200 milliliters, and cheap. $3.49. So yeah, there you go. Something that I think you can pick up at Walmart or a big box store. I'll try to get a link for Nivea shaving cream. He says, go get some yourself and let Walmart know that we want more of this kind of product at their store. So it is available at Walmart. I'll search for it on Walmart, get a link for you, and I'll check out my local Walmart as well. So that's kind of it for this week's wet shaving gear and new wet shaving gear. A lot of stuff. Oh, no. One more. We have one more. Hang on 1 minute. Yeah, almost forgot, but it serves as a kind of a bonus feature here to new shaving gear. Beth Jones very, very kindly sent along some RK blades from Henson Shaving, the makers of the Henson razor. Yeah, here's my Henson mild razor right here. And here's a box right here. She sent a few, but included the box. So you can see the branding here on it right there. Okay, and thank you very much, Beth. Really, really do appreciate that. Looking forward to using and reviewing these in the Henson mild razor. But here's what they write on their product page. And as you know, the Astra blade has been recommended by Henson. Well, they're producing their own blade now. They're producing their own blade for their razor. So they say here, these stainless steel double-edged blades are specifically made to the dimensions of the Henson AL13 or the Henson razor. RK blades have an extremely high quality of manufacturing with consistent performance and sharpness that performs well when paired with the Henson AL13 or TI-22. A 100 pack of blades should last a typical shaver 2 to 3 years. 100 blades, $9.99 USD. Yeah, that is fantastic. It's an absolutely fantastic price. So looking forward to using and reviewing these. Got a lot of things to look forward to on the channel. And my thanks to Beth Jones very, very much for sending these along. Man, I mean, it's just, I'm excited with all the new shaving gear that is available, all the stuff coming out from shave soaps to scuttles to blades, razors. Wow. As I always say, it's a great time to be doing the traditional wet shave. But really, all of this is because of the contributions of viewers. And my thanks to Beth Jones and to everyone else who contributed, Tom and Rodney and everyone else who contributed. Well, who contributed this week? Let's just go through the names here. Yeah, Thomas and Mark Denton and Rodney Ripplinger and Beth Jones and all the folks at Phoenix Shaving. Thank you all very, very much for contributing to this week's new shaving gear segment. We have a lot of great things to look forward to, and I'm looking forward to using and reviewing. I'll have links for these products below if you're interested in purchasing, trying them out, that sort of thing. So thank you again, Beth. Thank you again, gentlemen. Really do appreciate it. Okay, hang on. We've got a bonus item in new wet shaving gear. Right, this comes from viewer Miguel Montesino, Flaño. And he writes, hello, Mark. Flaño, produced since 1953 by the clothing and jewelry house Rodrigo Flaño in Santiago, Chile. Traditionally sold in Green Cross pharmacies, the bottle has not changed in almost 70 years. In recent years, a complete grooming line for men, including body soaps, shower gels, talc, spray, and stick deodorants, has emerged. A bottle of Flaño distinguishes men from boys. This aftershave cologne is a rite of passage for many young men in Chile, much like Old Spice, Aqua Velva, or Brut is in the United States. Unfortunately, this beautiful traditional fragrance is now rejected by younger men in favor of more modern scents. And he goes on to say, an infamous high school scent very well known in the U.S., which I refuse to name. Flaño, hope you enjoyed this beautiful traditional fragrance found only in Chile. Warm regards, Miguel Montesino. Miguel, thank you very, very much. Very, very kind of you. I've already used this post-shave, and this is an awesome, awesome scent. And let me show you the bottle here. I'm glad that we're doing this separately, kind of highlighting it. This is really, really terrific aftershave and cologne. And he writes here, top notes are lemon citrus, a slight hint of lavender, middle notes, sandalwood, base notes, vetiver, oak moss. Yeah, it really is very, very nice. I definitely get the lemon, the sandalwood. Yeah, and a little bit of the lavender. This is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful scent. I'm interested in getting more Flaño products. I'm going to investigate and see where they are, and whatever links I find, I will include below. But yeah, Flaño, this is absolutely terrific. Here, get a look at the label there. Flaño, right there. And, you know, it all the way from Chile. And I'm just, I was very, very impressed with it. I really, really enjoyed this scent. And really terrific. Very distinct from anything else that I've used. So really, really liked it a lot. So Miguel, thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate it. And again, it's inspired me to look for more Flaño products and, you know, hopefully review those as well. So thank you very, very much, Miguel. Now that wraps up all the new shaving gear we were going to talk about this week. Like I told you, it was all, we were just packed. And here I'm trying to lay everything out, and I'm just glad I didn't miss anything. So my apologies for a few of the missteps, but hey, it came off with some surprises, right? Very good. All right, thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, gentlemen. Really, really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Man, we've had some great, great content this morning. Let's get some of these questions and comments. We're going to kick off this segment with some comments and questions from viewer Mark Bagwell. And I'm highlighting a few of the things that he sent me here. He says, have you noticed something about the PAA Cube? Everyone who uses it loves it. I agree. The PAA Cube, which is a pre-shave soap. Here's a new one that I have right here that I have yet to open up. I don't know if you can see that right there, the cube right there. Okay. Boy, this is great. Activated charcoal. You can get it in mentholated and non-mentholated. Formula CK6 ingredients. It really is a terrific pre-shave soap. The way you use this is you wet your face, you rub this on your face, you work it in a little bit, you rinse it off. That kind of preps the skin, and then you go ahead and wet the face again and then rub this on and work it up a little bit as kind of a pre-shave soap. And then you lather over that with whatever shaving soap you're using. Yeah, I love this, and I agree. Anybody who has used this, a lot of viewers have seen the links, they've seen me talk about it, they've seen others talk about it. When they use this, they absolutely love it. It is a fantastic, fantastic product from Phoenix Shaving, the Cube. Mentholated, non-mentholated. This one is activated charcoal. They have a few others that are in various scents that are offered periodically and offered in some sense of shave soaps that they're introducing, that sort of thing. But yeah, they're all great. I happen to like the one with activated charcoal. Like it a lot. So yeah, I agree, Mark. It's a terrific, terrific product. He also asks, does the frog bank open to dump out old blades? Yes, it does. This is the frog bank that I showed in, I think it was last week's show, previous show, because we were talking about blade banks. And I forgot to show you, yes, it has a little disc seal here that you can remove like this, and you can dump out the old blades. And all you got to do is just insert that again, and then, you're good to go to dispose of your blades there. Get that in there like that. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. It's kind of a double lip there. Yeah. Kind of hard to do on camera, but yeah, there it is right there. The Frog Blade Bank, as I've mentioned before, it reminds me of the Chrysler Building out of New York City because of this shape right here, which is the frog's leg. But yeah, that's what it reminded me. It reminded me of the Chrysler Building. So just Google that, Wikipedia, whatever, Chrysler Building, and you'll see the similarity there. But yeah, it's a frog, and he's kind of sitting there with his mouth open. But when I looked at it, I thought, hey, Chrysler Building. When I first saw this, I thought, oh, Chrysler Building. But yeah, but thanks for that question, Mark. I really do appreciate it because I failed to show that. It does have an opening on the bottom, a little seal that you can take off and dump out the old blades and then reattach it, and you're good to go again. Mark also mentioned his post-shave routine, and he said, my aftershave routine, Thayers, aftershave, and finally a balm. Here's the info on each for Thayers and aftershave. Really appreciate this, Mark. Thayers. These powerful antioxidants promote anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, antimicrobial, anti-carcinogenic, and wound healing properties. Research studies on witch hazel and aloe vera have been proven to have skin-soothing effects when applied topically on the skin and are recommended for sensitive and acne-prone skin. Thanks, Mark, because we've been talking about how you use witch hazel in a post-shave routine. I don't ordinarily use it, but looking at this information, and looking at your routine, I might start incorporating it myself. Here's information on aftershave. Aftershave has antibacterial properties that burn or sting when it comes into contact with nicks and cuts or the new layers of skin exposed after shaving. It's killing the bacteria that could lead to future razor burn, but can cause a stinging sensation during application. Yeah, thanks very much for that, Mark. Really, really do appreciate it. And he also says here, speaking of PAA blades, love the artwork on the packs. Can't say they are the best blade made, but they certainly have the cool factor. Wish more companies would do stuff like that. Well, I love these blades. I think they are absolutely terrific. Obviously, with any blade, any piece of wet shaving gear, your mileage may vary, but you know what? I've had a lot of great comments from viewers who have tried these and absolutely love them. But yes, Mark, we can agree that the artwork is absolutely fantastic. I love the artwork on all of the products offered by Phoenix Shaving. I love the sci-fi and classic cartoon kind of themes that go with some of their products. A lot of sci-fi, a lot of great artwork reflecting that. Yeah, just absolutely. It's got that 1950s sci-fi movie kind of vibe going. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. I agree. Great artwork. And I like the blade a lot. I love the blade. I'll have a link to these below as well. These are also terrific, terrific razor blades. So thanks very much for that, Mark. Really, really do appreciate the input, the comments, and the questions. Thanks again. Okay, this next question comes from viewer Larry Sablotny. And Larry writes, hey, Mark, quick question. Some apply alum after the shave, leave it on for 30 seconds, then rinse it off. Others, and you, apply the alum and leave it on. Advantage to leaving alum on or off? Well, the only advantage to rinsing it off is if you have a drying effect from it and it's drying your skin out a little too much. Maybe that combined with an alcohol from the aftershave, maybe you're not using a balm, that sort of thing. When I first started using the alum block, I would apply it, let it sit on my face for about 20, 30 seconds, and then I would rinse it off and then follow with an aftershave and then perhaps a balm upstairs for sure, maybe on my face a little bit. But since my first use of an alum block, I have kind of evolved into just rubbing it on my face and then letting it kind of set up and then following with an aftershave splash. Knock wood, I haven't had any excessive drying or anything like that. However, I think a lot of that, and this is just a guess on my part, I think a lot of that has to do with using a really good shaving soap. Using a shaving soap that has a lot of great moisturizing qualities, a lot of good skin food in it, that sort of thing. So, a good artisan soap, something from Phoenix Shaving, something from Sterling soap, this new Mark Denton soap that I'll be using. A lot of these soaps have these great skin food ingredients. So I think that, for me, I think it's offset any drying that the alum block would have brought about, which is why I leave it on. But I think that's primarily it. I don't think there's really any advantage to it one way or the other. I just think that I have heard and read that some wet shavers rinse it off because it might dry the skin a little bit, might dry their skin a little too much, that sort of thing. I haven't had that problem. I just, put it on, let it set up, follow with an aftershave, and then I'm good to go. I think once in a blue moon, I might rinse it off, but for the most part, no, I don't. So that's kind of it. I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Depends on your skin, your beard, and how the alum works for you. But I can tell you this, when I first came back to the traditional wet shave, I did purchase an alum block. I purchased it from the Art of Shaving at a local mall, and I didn't really know what to think of it. I may have used it once or twice, and I set it aside. And my post-shave routine was okay, But when I researched it a little more and came back to it, it was a game changer for me. It really did help. And it really does. I like the antiseptic and astringent qualities of it. I also like the fact that it gives me that feedback and lets me know if I have gone too far with a shave. And it really does a great job in knocking down that irritation too. So it's kind of got that, it's kind of has that dual use for me. If I get some stinging and zinging from it, it tells me that, you know what, with this kind of razor, this kind of blade, maybe I shouldn't do that third pass. Maybe 2 passes is enough, 2 passes and a touch-up, something like that. But it's also knocking down any excessive irritation that might develop from the shave as well. So that's why I like using it. Absolutely love using the alum block. It's in my post-shave routine after every single shave. So whether you leave it on or rinse it off, entirely up to you. I would try it both ways. If you find out that your skin is drying a little bit, maybe rinse it off afterwards, or maybe, include a good artisan shave soap with a lot of good skin food ingredients, a lot of good moisturizers. Maybe that will help offset it. Maybe. My experience has been using a great artisan shave soap, using the alum block. It's just been a great, I haven't had any excessive drying or anything like that. Just great post-shave feel. So that's kind of it in a nutshell, Larry. I hope that helps. Thanks very much for the question. Really do appreciate it. Okay, this next question comes from viewer JivX. And he says, Mark Zarate, do you think it's worth buying new razors when one can find so many vintage ones on eBay at an affordable price? Well, my short answer is yes. I love the new razors that are being offered out there. Love them. I absolutely love them. I mean, when I look at something from Phoenix Shaving, this stainless steel Ascension razor with a removable bomb tip, twist adjustability, stainless steel, CNC machined. I mean, that's pretty amazing, and it's offered at a terrific price point as well. These are great razors. Another lifetime razor right here. I mean, yeah, I like buying these new razors and collecting them. Certainly this Meiji razor from Vikings Blade, a terrific razor, built like a tank, twist to open, adjustability, really another terrific razor. Yeah, so I like them a lot. However, I do like the vintage razors that are out there. And yes, they are offered at affordable prices. However, I think you have to do your homework a little more. You have to look at what's being offered, look at the photos, kind of do a little bit of research, kind of compare what that seller is offering compared to another seller. So the process is a little more involved in trying to get the best bang for the buck, so to speak. And I think there are some great vintage razors available out there. And even if you find one that is less than stellar, you can always send it out to a replate service. If it's mechanically sound, you can always send it out to, say, Chris Evett at razorplate.com. Look what he did to this one. Put on a new nickel plating for me. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a slim. It's 60 years old. I'm going to have at least another 60 years worth of use out of it. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with buying vintage razors, and you can find many of them at affordable prices. I just think you really have to do your research. You got to do your homework. Check out those photos. Look at what the seller is offering, that sort of thing. And there are some really good deals. Now, the other downside is, as the traditional wet shave starts to grow, a lot of these sellers see that these vintage razors are in demand, so the prices might be going up based on the condition that they're in. But sometimes you'll happen along a deal. For instance, I was talking to someone on a wet shaving forum, and they said, hey, I've got a fat-handled pre-World War II Gillette Tech for sale. I'll let you have it. I think I spent like $15-20 for it. Wow. Now, I don't know what these are going for on eBay right now, but I don't know if they're $15-20 or not. But I was lucky to get it, and it's one that, I was not looking to acquire, but just through a conversation with a fellow wet shaver, hey, I got this. You interested? Yeah, I'm interested. So yeah, a terrific razor at a great affordable price. So yeah, your point is a very, very valid one. You can find those, and sometimes you just happen on them. So I think with vintage razors, you got to do your homework, got to do a little research. You got to look at the availability might not be there when you want it. You might have to wait a little bit to find the particular razor you're looking for, because it is a vintage razor. You might, to find that particular razor in that particular condition at that particular price point you're looking for. Do a little homework, do a little research. You might have to wait a little bit. With new razors, these things are really well made and they're available right now. And some of these price points are just terrific. So yeah, I like them both, but your point is a very valid one. I just think you have to do your homework and your research. So thanks very much for that question, JivX. I hope that answers it. I think we're in agreement. I like razors from both pools, vintage and new. It's just reflects the growing interest in the traditional wet shave. And as I've always said, it's a great time to be doing the traditional wet shave because there's so much gear available. Thanks again, JivX. I really do appreciate the question. Okay, this next question comes from viewer Ellipsis97. Really interesting question. He left this in the comments section of the review I did on Mogno shaving soap. Actually, the Portuguese pronunciation, to the best of my ability, is Mogno. Mogno. I apologize, my Americanization of words sometimes gets in the way. This is a shaving soap out of Portugal. And in that review, I used it much like a shaving stick. I wet my face and then I took the bar and I ran it over my face and I did a face lather and it was wonderful. It was absolutely produced a beautiful lather and gave me a really, really nice shave. I really like this a lot. Anyhow, Ellipsis97 asks, hey Mark, how would you compare the scent of this soap to Mitchell's Woolfat? I've been told they are very close scent-wise. I went ahead and I pulled this out like this, and I went ahead and I got my Mitchell's Woolfat, and here it is right here. I'll just pull it out like this, and I did a side-by-side. And you know what? They're really close. They are really, really close. I mean, this might have a little more of a... the Mitchell's Woolfat might have a little more of that, a little more of a soap kind of texture to the scent, whereas the Mogno doesn't have that little extra element to it. But boy, these are really, really close. So much so that if you were to take this Mogno shave soap and you were to reform this into this shape here, and put it in this Mitchell Woolfat bowl, and then give it to me and say, here's Mitchell's Woolfat. I don't think I would tell the difference. I don't think, the scent would be so close. I wouldn't think that I would be using Mogno and not Mitchell's Woolfat. I mean, really, the scent is very, very, very close. And of course, the performance is different. Mitchell's Woolfat can be a little temperamental. You have to maybe, be a little more patient in building a lather with it. The lather can sometimes be a little bit of a low factor lather, but really, really very, very slick. Whereas this really produces a nice thick Santa beard and heaps of lather. So yeah, the scents are very, very close. The performance is different, so that might be the giveaway. I mean, they're both very, very good performing shave soaps. It's just that this is a little lower factor lather at times with very, very good slickness. This is really a thick Santa beard lather, good slickness, and they're both good. But I think that would be the telltale sign. I think. But the scent is really very, very close. If you've got Mogno, if you've got Mitchell's Woolfat, if you've got them, do it yourself. Or get some Mogno. And if you got Mitchell's Woolfat, get some Mogno. Do a side-by-side yourself. I find them to be very, very close. Ellipsis97. Thanks very, very much for the question. It also reminds me to use the Mogno shave soap again because it is very, very good. And, perhaps I'll have a shave with the Mogno and, I'll finish it off with Flaño. That would be great. I might... use these two together. So thanks very much again for the question, Ellipsis97. Really do appreciate it. Well, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Check out the Executive Shaving Company. Use the code MARK5. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog for my comic strip George. Other cartoons, other videos like this, I'm on Facebook. Check out my Facebook page. Check out Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements for some great, great shaving gear. Check out vikingsblade.com for some great shaving gear. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/marks80, where you'll find all the products I review in this channel, organized and categorized, so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.